Yeah, I've seen another streamer play a little bit of this, and it just looked very charming. It's an indie game. What did they say? I think it's by an ex Bioshock dev and like a music buddy of theirs. Like it's a two-person team. So I'm intrigued too. It looks cute as hell. I'm assuming this is like okay, yeah. Those are the ghosts you can unlock. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this, so. Oh, hello there. You must be here for speed dating. I mean, what else would I be here for? I mean, you know, it's a Monday night. You know, maybe I was looking for an art class. Honestly, I'm not here to date, but like, I really wanted to do an art class. Oh, okay, hey Fran. You run this little operation? Alright, cool. I don't know if I'm in the right place, but like, you know, so what's the deal? Yeah, I'm very straight to it. Absolutely. We get all kinds of ghosts here. Okay, cool. So like, you got any of the banshees? Like, you know, who you got? Nice ones, sad ones. Okay, so the peppy ones, the emo ones, got it. You spooky customers. Okay. Gets lonely being a ghost. I mean, I guess it's kind of a one-way thing, right? Like, ghosts, you can like follow people around and haunt them and whatnot, but you can't always interact with them completely. Oh wait, am I a ghost? Am I dead too? It's been pretty difficult. Also, how's the music levels? Like, we good? Too loud, too quiet versus my voice? It has? Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. Let's get started. Okay. Got 3 rooms set up. Okay. Each one with their own super fun themes. You pick one. Alright, sick. Sit at a table. Okay. Sounds good? Okay. It makes sense. Doesn't it, though? Listen, Fran. You and your little neckcock here, I don't know about you. Another ghost who also signed up sits across from you. You'll have a few minutes to get to know them. Then ring a bell, or a bell rings. You switch seats. A bell rings from somewhere. Just like that. In all, you'll meet 3 ghosts over 2 rounds. And at the end, you get to choose your favorite. Wow, we gotta pick favorites? Okay, rude, but what if I want to date all 3 of them? What then, Fran? And if they liked you too, you go on a date. Okay. How's that all sound? Yeah, we'll see. It'll be an experience, at least. True. Very true. First things first, though. You gotta get me a name tag. Oh. Room of Palms. Room of Liars. Room of Black. Imagine not being able to date all the ghosts at once in 2022, right? Like, who do they think I am? Have they seen my Stardew Valley playthrough? Like, have they met me? Have they watched me try to do a playthrough of The Sims? Everyone, all of the time, and yet nobody, because that is the Chaos by Ace way, okay? Everyone and no one. Toxic. You know what, since we've been... I mean, the Room of Black looks like bugs, but you know what, we've been talking about plants, so let's do Room of Palms. I'm feeling particularly planty today. The Room of Palms. You're like a cat. All of the attention and none of it. True. Not to be confused with being a cat girl. Because I know there's a couple in chat that are thinking it right now. No, you shut up. It looks like the basement of an old church. Alright. Already the vibes are a little weird. Okay. Don't knock the candle off the table. Listen, Kenny. Faded linoleum floors. Alright, we're setting the mood. Spare walls with odd religious print framed in peach-colored wood. I have not played Power Wash Sim, no. One side is a large open kitchen. Old refrigerators donated by the congregation hum and drip. Must be where the cabbage smell is coming from. Ew. Rows of long tables are set up for the next spaghetti supper. They work well enough for today's speed dating. Dude, I'm down to play Power Wash Sim one of these days. I've seen a little bit of it being played, but I've never gotten my hands on it. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Look at this fucking himbo. Sup? I'm Riley. You pretty hot for a ghost. Motherfucker, you have a football lodged in your forehead. Don't give me you're pretty hot. Thanks. I guess. No prob, no prob. Isn't it cool we stay the age we died? Yeah, apparently we also keep our looks in death as we died. Makes dying young a little bit better. Why are you doing kissy lips? How'd you die? Oh, wow, so, long story. It doesn't look like it, buddy. I was a wide receiver in high school. Got real good. When it came time for college, bam, full scholarship. But football's rough. When you catch passes like I did, you take a lot of blows. Sir, what are you insinuating? After a while, I started getting headaches. I'd get dizzy just standing up. But I kept on playing. Had to. I mean, these weren't my best years. Until one day, intracranial hematoma. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, now I'm here. Broski took one too many tackles to the head. And we get to meet. So it's not all bad. I try not to let how I died define me. So many ghost stories have sad stories. I want to make the best of this. Have some fun. Be the best Riley I can be. It's just hard to figure out what that means. I wish ghosts didn't care so much about labels. It's just like when we were alive. Everyone always telling me who I was, without bothering to learn who I am. So, who are you? I'm still figuring that out. You know what? Felt Riley. That's a mood. Without my division high receiving yards, and all the cheering in the stands. Who is Riley? You have unfinished business. Yeah, me and every other ghost. Sigh. Okay. The bell rings. Oh, snap. Listen, Riley, you already get fucking points deducted by oh snap. Halftime. Guess we call timeout. Let's keep this going in the second half. Also, can I just say that I love that the little pointer is a little skeleton hand? It's so cute. Wait, I'm gonna put that off screen. Another ghost appears. Cough. Hello, sunshine. Ghost takes a long drag of their cigarette. Smoke rises up through their hollow frame, pumping out holes in their back. Oh god, this one's... Oh boy. They let you smoke in here? I didn't ask. Won't make much difference now. My name's Vera. That or the lady in smoke. Very mysterious. That's what the ghost hunters call me. Ghost hunters? Living weirdos. Oh, we've probably come across Vera in, you know, Phasmo a couple of times. Trying to prove we exist. Hunter sounds dramatic. Gives him too much credit. For years now, I've haunted Vegas. Glitzier condominiums. On the strip. Obnoxious houses behind gates. That wake up. Rich fools at night. Shrouded in gray smoke. Jangling pennies. Willing to pay the price. Junk like that. That's pretty cool. Thanks, hon. Spent lots of time working. I like when they choke on the smoke, joke themselves awake, and they see me floating at the foot of the bed, looking ready for a funeral. It works. Except when the smoke alarms go off, and it's not as scary. You should disconnect the alarm. So, you're famous? Did you die in Vegas? I was an executive assistant to this big shot casino owner. This was back in the boom. Oh, so she back in the day. Like, what, 50s? I don't know. When was the big heyday of Vegas initially? I don't know my Vegas history. Everyone moved in post-war. Okay, so... yeah. Probably about late 40s, early 50s. There we go. By the early 50s, it was a wonderland. Tough. My boss was a real piece of work. Balding, sad suits. Always eating peanuts. Tossing back rye. The fuck does that mean? He was obsessed with money. Got it any way he could. And never let it go. No one liked him. Yeah, this is one of them corporate motherfuckers who, like, takes all the profits and pays their employees nothing. Just like 2022, you know. Ain't much has changed in fucking 70 years. No one liked him, but plenty feared him. It was my job to keep his sins quiet. Anyway, that's me. What brings you to this thing? Well, I'm so glad that you asked, Vera. I was honestly kind of lonely. I hear ya. Oh, maybe rye whiskey. You right, maybe. I'm about as lonely as a lost shoe. Just as useless, too. You get used to it. Also, you never get used to it. You're not useless. Thanks, hon. Sometimes I'm not sure. Anything I do matters. Got that feeling even in life. Can't seem to make it go away. The bell rings. Guess that's the bell. We'll have to pick this up later. Yeah. I got a feeling that Vera got fucking offed by her boss. Another ghost appears. Hello, Soy. How you doing? How you been? Sleep well, Sim. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. Hope work is going well. Alright. Let's see who we got next. Who we got now? Who's this motherfucker? Hey. Hey. I'm Stephanie. You can call me Steph. Everybody does. Steph. What are you wearing? Oh, you know, just something I threw on. Oh, who am I kidding? I spent like an hour putting my face on this morning. You look nice. Thank you. Thank you. That's sweet of you to say. I feel so awkward. Speed dating is so awkward. Like, what do you say? My name's Steph, and I play the clarinet. My name's Steph, and I'm teaching myself Japanese. What if you think my hobbies are bad? What if you think I'm a weirdo? When you only have so much time to talk, the first thing you say makes all the difference. Yeah, first impressions are overrated. I mean, yes and no. Hard not to judge. Yeah. I think that's impossible. The first time we see one another, the first time we hear each other speak, those moments set the tone. Everything else is either validating that initial impression or trying to subvert it. Do I make a good first impression? You're interesting, at least. In the good way. There's nothing worse than meeting someone and running out of things to say. True. After, like, 10 minutes? That's why I'm here. There's no time to get bored. Okay, a fellow ADHD kid, I get it. If you do, it's almost impressive. Tell me about playing the clarinet. Listen, as a fellow once upon a time clarinet player, tell me about your experiences with the clarinet, please. You gotta commit to it. When I first learned as a kid, we rented one, which was gross, cause, well, you have this cloth. It's like a little metal thing attached to the long string, which you can replace and clean stuff. And you should. You can buy your own for like under $5. Get your own cleaning cloth, girl. Like, the fuck? Hearts is all about Vera. The cloth is on the other end, and when you're done playing, you take the mouthpiece off and run the little metal thing through the clarinet to pull the cloth through and despitify it. Yeah, what happens if you don't? Well, then it's gross and you get... Yeah, stuff is going in it. It's not a big deal. It'll just get gross after a while. Kinda moldy, true. Do you miss playing? Not really. I mean, I still practice every day. You can't breathe. You can't breathe. Of course I can breathe. I'm talking to you, aren't I? That's different. How? Because you're a ghost. Wait. What? What do you mean? I just gave Steph an existential crisis. No, wait. The bell can't be ringing yet. I don't understand. You're dead? Did I die? Am I a ghost? Sorry, Steph. A second round begins. Hey, Riley. Sup? I'm Riley again. So, like, what should we talk about now? You know what? You got any dating tips? Dating tips, huh? I'm only a player on the field. Off it, love's no game for me. I just try to be real. And ask the same of others. It's pretty simple, actually. Smarter than you look. I am? Thank you so much. That's super nice of you. You're welcome, Riley. So you're nice and hot? Score. The bell rings. So, like, I was thinking might be fun to see a game together. My old team's playing our state rivals. It's been a while since I checked in on them. It's not really my thing, Riley. Sorry, baby boy. Bummer. But hey, I understand. I think maybe we count this as a loss. There's always next time, though. Have a good afterlife, Riley. You know, you go do you.
Well, hello again, sunshine. Good to see you back around. We already talked a bit about how I lived the Vegas life. My crooked casino boss. And I'd like to tell you about how I died.
I'm honestly curious.
It's speed dating. Might as well lay my cards out. One day, 1954, the casino rang me up. A voice, the boss's son, said they were out of clean shirts. It was maybe 6 a.m. The sun wasn't up yet. I dropped my girl off at a sitter and rushed over to the casino.
You had a daughter? Why did you go? I like how she sounds like the receptionist from The Monsters Inc. You know what? That's not how it's going, but you know what?
Always watching Mike Wazowski. Always watching. By this point, he had me trapped. Mike Wazowski had me cornered. I knew secrets, and he knew mine. If I left, who knows what he'd do. I didn't mind dying, but I had a kid to think about. The casino front doors were locked. The doors were never locked. Security let me in and led me to the blackjack tables, where my boss was waiting. Dead on the floor. Blood soaking into the burgundy carpet.
How awful.
Awful is right. I never liked the guy, but I wasn't happy. That's for sure. Unlike his son, standing next to his dad's body, he smiled when he saw me. "You'll make this go away," he said. I nodded. Two guys, bigger than horses, stepped up behind me. They loaded my dead boss into the trunk of a black car. One of them drove. The other made sure to sit with me in the back seat.
Did you know these men?
No. All their tufts looked the same. I swear they worked a year and then got put down. Like my boss had been put down. I kept thinking about where this put me. When we got to the desert, would they bury me too? But they didn't. I watched as my boss, friend the mayor, a builder, a legend, got what he deserved. A hole in the sand.
Did you confront the son?
Not a chance. By the time we got back to the strip, the casino was open. Busy as ever. And the sun was out. Making few arrangements. A heart attack. That's what they called it. Sudden, unexpected.
They didn't have a body. They put his body in the fucking desert. Who was the stiff that they had to put in the fucking, like, what?
Tragic. Horse crap.
But how did you die? I'm curious about the daughter, but at the same time, a Play-Doh replica? Maybe.
I went home alone. I locked all the doors and windows. Turned off all the lights. And waited.
Closed casket, paid off funeral home? Maybe. It's possible.
Nothing happened. Until I nodded off. And woke up to an intense heat. Took a deep breath. Sucking in hot black smoke. My lungs felt like they were burning. I couldn't see. They burned my home down after making sure I was inside.
Jesus Christ. What about your kid?
I made sure she was taken care of. Had a bunch of money stashed away. My brother in Tulsa took her in. For a long time, I couldn't bear to see her. And by the time I was ready, couldn't find her. I can't even tell you if she's still alive.
Bro. The bell rings.
Sorry this got so grim. After this is all over, maybe we can grab a drink and try not to let the past haunt us, even for just an hour.
Bro, Vera, bet. I don't care if we actually date, we can be besties. We can be drink besties. I'm like, fuck, dude. So, wait. We're actually totally 100% dead? Yeah? As in, afterlife? The afterlife? Yeah. So, you're a ghost? And I'm a ghost? Yeah. Oh boy, do I need a drink. Yeah, I hear you. I was never really a big drinker. It's funny though. I sort of feel drunk now. Or, I don't know, dissociated. Like the world is going on without me. It's a familiar feeling. I felt it a lot when I was alive too. Do you know what, Steph? I understand. So, what was your life like? It was difficult. Except not really. Mostly, life was pretty good. Good job? Honestly, I never really had a job. I didn't work during high school. And I, got sick my first year of college. Sick? This is hard to talk about. I had cancer. A brain tumor. It was bad. Diagnosed a week after my 19th birthday. Started getting headaches. And feeling confused about things. Kind of explains why she doesn't quite realize she's dead. Things would just look wrong. Out of place. It's hard to describe. What was the treatment like? It was rough. God, I can imagine. Jesus. Radiation. Chemo. So much chemo. They said it was aggressive. So they had to be aggressive. Eventually, the symptoms subsided. Seemed like they zapped it. Told me I was progression-free. Whatever that means. I was allowed to go back to school. But I didn't. I retreated to my room. After so much time facing death, I had a lot of trouble facing people. Funny, huh? Now I'm facing death and people. There's the bell. Guess it's back out into the world now. I have a lot to figure out. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for helping me talk this out. Steph leaves the room. If you hurry, you could catch up to her. If she'd like to talk some more. Then again, a date with a ghost like Steph might not be the most exciting. She's no football hunk, nor is she the infamous Lady in Smoke. Choose your date. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling Vera. Like, I think Steph needs to be left alone. They've got to process some shit. They're having a hard time. Riley, we didn't fully vibe with. Like, he seems like the himbo with the heart of gold, what have you, but like, not our vibe. Vera seems like a good drinking buddy where you just get cool stories out of, you know? I want to see more Vera. I don't know if I want to do more Vera voice. Fuck. I'm gonna need more water before anything. Vera has lived a full life and she's got it together. True. She's got that life experience. She's got stories, you know? You know she's got some fucking bullshit boss stories that are just fantastic. You know? You meet Vera outside. She's smoking in the dark. Of course, Our Lady in Smoke.
You took long enough. Not really, though. I'm just kidding around. So, what do you want to do? The world's our.
Vera stops talking. She seems distracted all of a sudden.
You hear that?
I didn't hear anything.
I heard a voice. There it is again. A voice. Did you hear it this time?
Are you okay?
Honestly not sure. Second voice. This one sounds familiar. Like the way I'd sound if someone recorded me. Me, but not me.
Where are the voices coming from?
The voices are my head, but also far away. The voice is calling out to me. It's saying, Vera, are you there? We're trying to reach Vera. Dead on the 5th, November 1954. Other voice, the one that sounds so familiar. It says, There are you, Mom. Oh no. My daughter. I'm sorry. I have to go. I have to go find her.
Can I come with you?
Yeah. I think you better. I'm not sure what I'm hearing. Sounds like my daughter. But, well, you know what I've done? Might be nice to have some backup.
You follow Vera to the source of the voices in her head. Small bungalow on the quiet street on the other side of town. There's a square hedge around the front yard. And a neon sign in the window. Psychic readings. Psychic readings. Know the future. Know yourself.
Let's go inside.
Inside, the house is dark, except for a dim room towards the back, lit by trembling candles. Two people are seated at the table, facing each other. One is a young woman, dressed in black with multiple piercings. She appears to be the psychic and playing the part with witchy flair. The second woman sits across from her. This woman is in her 70s, wearing a wire frame glasses and a long black dress. She She looks like a retired librarian.
That's my daughter. Is this a seance?
Sure looks that way.
What happens now?
I feel a presence. Vera's daughter opens her eyes. Mom, are you there? Your mother is here. She may not be able to speak, but she is listening. Mom, I sense two presences. Two? Yeah. One is unknown to me. Psychic breathes in deeply. You may now ask your mother a question. Perhaps she will respond. Mom? It's Jane. I need to know what happened. How you really died. The police, the papers, they all said it was an accident. But I found your letters. Mom? What did they do to you?
I can't. I can't tell her what happened. It's too hard. You say something. I need her to know. I'm out there. I'm just not sure I can do it.
You can tell a complete stranger, but you can't fucking tell your own daughter that, hey, yo, the mob got me, you know? I mean, she already had the letters. You know what? We're going. You know what? We're not staying silent. We're not gonna fucking placate her. We're gonna keep it real. Psychic repeats what you have to say, word for word. The letters were all true. Every word. I'm sorry I left you. I did it so you could live. Jane begins to cry. You didn't leave me. They took you from me. I was only a little girl. I'm so sorry, Mom. I miss you so much.
I miss you too.
Oh, okay, so that was Vera. Okay, so I want to see. Oh, well, these are okay. Okay. So when you go on the full date of the ghost, you unlock the ghost. Okay. Poor Vera and Jane, true. 1891 to 1954. Better known as the Lady in Smoke, Vera's a bit of a celebrity in the ghost world. She lived a fairly long and eventful life as a secretary and then personal assistant to an infamous Vegas casino owner in the early years of the Strip. The elite gig put the best drinks in Vera's hands, but put her out. She found herself at the whims of the childish, overrich men who demanded everything of her and had no qualms making life miserable for good people. She died in a house fire under suspicious circumstances, taking a multitude of secrets with her, and has since haunted the hotels and mansions of wealthy men, bringing folly to any who misuse their power. Kind of cool. Alright, do we do another?
I think we do another.
Hello again. It's nice to see you. I'll just put your name down. You can go right in. Room of liars or room of black? What are y'all feeling? Do we want some motherfucking liars? Or do we want to go deep into the dark? You know? Alright. We got 2 for black. You know what? It's good enough for me. Let's do that. Room of black isn't really a room at all. It's more of a garden courtyard. The sun beats down as you squint to see what's growing. rows upon rows of yellow and brown plants, dying and rotting in the sun. What fruit these plants produce shriveled on the vine. But there's a peace to this place. The crickets are chirping, and well beyond the garden, a train passes. You sit at the table opposite of an empty chair. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Oh, he cute.
Ooh. I'm a ghost. Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, lol. Wait. Lol. What the fuck do you do an ooh sound for lol? Isn't dead great? Isn't it great being dead? Yeah, it's pretty neat, I guess. Alright. Being dead is the best way to live. I'm Dre. I'm, like, dead, obviously. Is it Dre or Drea? You know what? We'll go Drea. Square. Hey, I'm cool. How do you do, fellow kids? Like, fuck you. Sure you are. Listen, I'm the bully here, bitch. Not you. Me. I'm the bully. Fucker. It's not your Pontiac in the parking lot. Why is Pontiac spelled like that? Bro. It's a Buick. It's just a LeSabre, okay? Fuck off. What's wrong with my car? It's a Moonfire. Who are you trying to be cool for with that spoiler? I don't have a spoiler. What? Not me. Kids drive the worst cars. It's like you die. You instantly forget how to live. Drea looks around. I mean, look at this place. Only ghosts would think a rotting garden is a good place to pick up. And yet you're here? Well, yeah, I'm here. Ever tried dating ghosts in the wild? They all just contort and wail. And not in a good way. What are you into? My ex was a nightmare. Bro, we're 5 seconds into this date. Do we need to bring the exes in? Like, that's like second date territory, okay? Like, let's roll it back a little bit. What are you into? Jesus fucking Christ, Drea. Boobies. Drea snorts a little. No, but seriously, I've gone out with all kinds. Pretty girls in dresses, who carry their own heads, a shadow who refused to let me look directly at him. Being dead is great. It's the other dead people that kill me. I'm still not used to any of this. When I was alive, I loved jokes about dying. Life sucked. Jerks everywhere. Never enough money. Jerks got the money. I'd be all. The best way to die is now, before death does me in. It should at least buy me dinner. Jokes, you know? And now that I'm dead, it just feels right. Like, maybe it was meant to be. Which, I guess makes sense. Since we all die in junk. We stand a biking, I suppose. Yeah. I kinda fuck with Dre a little bit. Like, they're kinda dope. Antler ghost ring that bell thing. That means we change places. See you in a bit. Like, he's the sarcastic fuck that honestly is me. Another ghost appears. Oh, this little spore queen.
Hattie, you'll have to forgive me. I'm a little shy. It's just so nice to get out of the home. To see a new face.
You know what? I like your face too. We're gonna skip past the home part.
You're too kind. My looks aren't what they were. Guess when you get old, you look it.
Even after you go, I haunt the old folks' home where I died. Queen Mary's. Not a nice place to live. This is not how an old woman should sound, but you know, my voice is getting a little roach, so we're gonna go with it. Okay? Okay, cool. Good talk. Let alone die. Nursing homes are... Nurses do their best, but they are short-staffed. Residents are frequently neglected. To make Queen Mary's a little better, that is my mission in death. How do you help? Any way that I can. I keep watch on vitals, bring a nurse when needed, tuck residents in at night. In their final moments, I whisper in their ears. There is more, I say. Just you wait. That's so nice. Never thought death would be like this. As ghosts, we have the power over the living, whether they know it or not. We ought to use that power for good. You know what? I fucking agree. Now that you're dead, what do you do with your time? I'm still figuring that out. It's strange, being dead. There's a Bible verse I think about sometimes. It is better for you to enter the kingdom of God with one eye than to have two eyes and be thrown into hell, where the worms that eat them do not die, and the fire is not quenched. I still have both my eyes. What I see isn't like hell. Hell is other people. I've heard that too. I don't believe it. I can't imagine anything worse than being alone. Were you alone when you were alive? No, I had a partner. Milton. Still alive, actually. A resident at the home. The bell rings. Oh, I guess that's our time. I suppose I'll see you again when I come back around. Thank you for the talk. She seems nice. Patty seems nice. Another ghost appears. Sir? Alright. Ghost says nothing. Only stares. Sir, I've got ADHD. I cannot do eye contact for prolonged moments of time. Can you not? Like, I'm glad you're looking me in the eyes, but like, my tits are down there if you just need a moment to like reset, you know? I know it's not much, but like, stop. Stop. um, hi? What is it that you require? I don't know. You have an eternity to decide. That is what it means to die. We are stripped of time. We are given eternity. Who are you? My name? I am unknowable. The shadow of a shadow. You can call me Gary. That is who I was. Who I used to be. Tell me about Gary. Gary was a simple man. An accountant. Common. Gary liked the patter of rain. Baseball games and decaffeinated tea. What happened to Gary? Ghost's eyes grow wide. He breathes in deeply, remembering something horrible. I'm sorry. Do not be sorry. Sorry is reserved for those who are not. I still feel the blade. The life draining out. Emptied. An empty space. Where once there was something. Now cobwebs. A draft. Who killed you? I do not remember. Can you help me remember? The bell rings. Your time with Gary ends before you have a chance to answer. Perhaps if you'd like to know Gary a little bit better, you can help him. Help him remember how he died. It's one way to spend an evening. The second round begins. Everyone's so flippin' gloomy here. I keep thinking, who died? Everyone died. That's the joke. You know that's the joke, right? Man, we should just go haunting. Freak out some flashbacks. Give them something to be afraid of. Maybe. Like you're gonna do better than me here. Or anywhere. Okay, listen, I was into you until you got cocky about it. Now, like, I went from like a solid 8, 9 down to like a 4. Bro. Like, I'm still curious what the fuck your shit is, but like, maybe not this round. Like, I'm kind of feeling Gary more at this point. You know? Most ghosts are sad as heck. Or boring. Lots of boring ones, too. You know a lot of ghosts? Mostly ones I meet at punk shows. It's great because you never need a ticket. What kind of punk shows? Emo. The harder, old stuff. Okay, this motherfucker is stuck up about it too. Yeah, I know. I'm a cliche. I like the harder, older stuff. Look at me. You know, how do you do, fellow kid? I'm sure you do. Fuck you. Vera. I don't meet a lot of ghosts like you. Nice ones, I mean. Usually I pal around with other poltergeists. So you actually like that I'm nice? I mean, why not? Not like... It's not like nice is all you are. Nice is a bonus for me. Personality quirk or whatever. Nice is more than a quirk, like the fuck? Either way, you actually seem to care. Like, about what I have to say. You're different from the others. Most of my friends, all they care about is a good time. Not that that's bad. My friend Beck likes to make corpses wink. At morticians. At open casket funerals. Allison haunts an airport hotel. Guess she likes to watch weird people doing it. I just hang out. Go to shows. Terrorize this normie couple I know. Rich types who moved into my old house. I actually put up a plaque that says, live, laugh, love. Ugh. So, you're bored? Yeah, I guess. I sort of wasted my life. I don't want to waste my death. I want to meet ghosts who aren't like me. Sick of doing the same things. Then I actually remembered. I like doing those things. I really just want to share them with someone new. You know, I probably sound pathetic. No, actually, that's pretty fucking valid, dude. Bell rings. Already? This was okay. Come find me after. We'll do something. What exactly do you have in mind? You'll see. You know? A little wink and a nudge. Hello again. How's the speed dating going? Is it everything you hoped it would be? There's some weirdos here. Weirdos? That's not very nice now, is it? In the living are a little weird. The dead? Well, just look at me. I look like cotton balls. You know what? You look more like pollen. See? We're creatures out of some horror show. I met all sorts since I died, let me tell you. Some prickly pears, Some goopy gusses. They're all getting by. I, for one, see death as a gift. Sure, there's plenty that I can't do anymore, but mostly, dying's made it easier to do the things I love. And my back stopped hurting. First time in 20 years. Addie looks at the garden rotting around you. Do you like gardening? I mean, I'm shit at it, but yeah, I like plants. We're much cared for flowers. They're beautiful, but they sure don't last. Vegetables are where it's at. I love ones that grow like the dickens. Squash, snap peas. Spaghetti squash vines are thick and sharp. They will choke other plants if you're not careful. Tomatoes are kind of cool to grow. I don't like tomatoes personally. I like the plants themselves are kind of cool. Tomatoes are finicky plants, true. They need water to survive, of course. But too much and they'll start to get sick. Now that's not the word goes. I know we don't need to eat, but I still like to grow food. Help something live, you know? The bell rings. Oop, there's the bell. I'm due at the nursing home tomorrow. I'd be honored if you join me. Not as exciting as a date as other ghosts might offer. It has its rewards. Someone dear to me is taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid he only has a few days left. Oh no, Milton! I want to make sure he knows that they won't be his last. Let me think about it. I understand. I'll be at the Queen Mary's at 7 a.m. Hope to see you there. Patty floats over to the next table. She takes her time. And like she wishes she could just stay and talk to you. Patty, please. Hello, Gary. How did you die? Well, hello again to you, too. Hello. How did you die? You know what, tragically. What killed you? Yeah, we'll go with illness. Death from illness is not often tragic. Unless you were very young. Unless it was sudden and unexpected. Illness is a natural way to go. A way I would have preferred. It was long and drawn out. Oh. I only recall slivers of my last moments alive. Emotions. Work. A shadow along the wall. I know these memories are important. I do not know how they fit together. Tell me about the shadow. Do we want to go emotions? Actually, no, he's very yelly about the emotions. I'm curious about the shadow for now. The shadow was long, dark, but familiar. It crept along the wall. It crept through the office as we worked at night. It came for me. It has a name. Oh, why can't I remember its name? Gary's eyes look so threatening when you first met him. Now they look sort of sad. We should go to your old office. I haven't been back. As much as there's something drawing me to that place, there's more pushing me away. I'll be by your side. We're gonna ride or die, Gary. Sentimental, and yet knowing I will not do this alone. It helps. I still feel the blade, the life draining out. Join me after the final bell. Together, we will discover why. The bell rings. Gary left a strange transit map behind. Routes you've never seen. Certain stop is circled. Dude, Gary's got me curious. Like, like, initially I thought I would have gone with Drea. Like, he is my vibe, okay? Like, I'm a simple bitch. But like, Gary is number one, Hattie is a very strong number two. Andrea's just like the homie you go kick it with, like, after you've had a very long week, you know? I absolutely am gonna replay through, like, these dating scenarios so I can, like, see all of them, though. Like, I'm curious about all of them. But for now, Gary. You arrive at the bus stop where Gary asked to meet. The last bus went by hours ago. Still, there are other ghosts, waiting for something. One natters to herself like a squirrel. Another's on the ground, arms around his knees, rocking back and forth. The third ghost has his back turned, staring silently into the darkness. It's Gary. He has a little bow tie on! He is wearing a bow tie. Yes, I've noticed. It's stunning fashion there, Gary. I very much appreciate you putting in the effort and dressing up for our little date. I wore a bow tie. You look nice. I wish to look respectable. One must look respectable when meeting one's end, even for the second time. Also, I thought you would like it.
I love it.
Gary smiles. Briefly. Just a temporary smile. Listen, you know what? We'll take it. This is progress. You didn't think you could fall any harder for my man, Gary? Bro, when your man's turns up, you know, trying to look nice for you, like, that is so many extra points in the book. We love somebody who does a little bit of effort, you know? We are going to the place where I died. The office where I worked as an accountant. Under the tracks. Excuse me? Is this some back alley shit, sir? Where the trains grind and the walls shake. The dead end of a crooked drive. That's spooky as fuck, dude. Yes. Spooky. A dim purple light washes over Gary's face. The dead of night bus has arrived. The bus is not sanctioned by any city. Its driver is a wisp, a fragment of a broken spirit, trained to perform repetitive tasks. You and the other ghosts get on the bus. There is no fare. You've all paid the price. Look at the little grin on him. The office is just as I remember it. I sat in that corner. Accounting is not thrilling work, but it can be exceptionally busy. The papers on Gary's old desk are carefully stacked. Seems like he liked to keep things orderly. How long ago did he die? My partner's desk. Always a mess. Papers and rotting food cover every inch of this other desk. Ew. Service. Beg your pardon? Service was my partner. Service Gelk. Funny name. Many people thought so. Strange, I couldn't remember it until now. I worked for the man for 16 years. At first for a bank. We were miserable. So we struck out on our own. Gary sits at Service's desk. He turns on the desk lamp to get a better look at the papers. Was he a friend?
He was a thief.
The green and gold lamp collecting dust on Surface's desk casts a long shadow. The shadow begins to move. It creeps along the wall until it hangs squarely over Gary.
He was telling our clients they owed money. Money they did not owe. Would pocket it for himself. Thanks, Bean. Enjoy your tea. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Good luck with the plant babies. Small amounts, so I would not notice. But even small numbers do not add up.
Gary struggles to stand. He seems troubled by something.
When I confronted him, there was a fight.
In this room?
Yes. I killed him. Oh God. I still feel the blade. The knife in my hand. I looked for gloves, bleach. I found them, but I could not hide what I had done. Instead, I called the police. Sitting quietly in the dark, I waited for them to arrive. When the officers knocked on the door, I was so scared. They warned me. I could not let go of the weapon. Frozen in place right in our office. They shot me where I stood. I died here. Same as Surface.
You didn't mean to, I think. Did I follow this thread right?
But I did mean to. I acted with a clear head. I was not forced. I must carry this burden. Atone for my act. I take comfort knowing Surface is out there. Somewhere. Perhaps seeking his own vengeance. I suppose it is only right that I give it to him. Gary is gone. The office is darker now. On the wall, you see a portrait. 2 smiling men. Service and Gary. The day they opened their firm. The office begins to shake as the first train of the day rolls by overhead. But the picture stays fixed to the wall.
Fucking wild. So Gary, Spirit of Vengeance, 1961 to 2016. Cause of death, gunshot wound to the chest. Well, they fucking went straight for his fucking chest. Gary worked hard to live a noble life. He saw money as a root of most problems and his accounting practice as a way to help people live with a little less worry. While Gary kept a few friends, those who knew him cherished his honesty and quiet humor. A college roommate once affectionately described him as Bran Muffin, hold the butter. After discovering his business partner was stealing from clients, Gary accidentally killed him and was shot by the police in responding to the scene. So Gary's one of those relatively good dude, did a fucked up thing. Interesting. You still love him. Listen, he was angry that his friend was taking advantage of people. Valid. Maybe shouldn't have done so with a knife in his hand, you know? Like, maybe next time just fists. If you really have to get physical, like, he can laugh off a fucking punch to the face, but, like, not so much a knife. Not that you can really laugh off fucking thieving either, but, you know. Kinda wanna do one more yet. Hello again. It's nice to see you. I'll just put your name down. You can go right in. We're gonna do Room of Liars now. Like, I at least want to see the overview of all the characters, and then I'm thinking maybe tomorrow night we'll fill in the characters that we didn't do. Ooh. This is a track. Room of Liars looks a bit like a conference hall. Dude, the bass hits on this song. What the fuck? Hello? It's just kind of sexy. Like, listen, I'm a little slut for bass as it is, but like, it's got me feeling away. This room, on the other hand, maybe less so. It's the kind you might see at an airport hotel. So, conference room in a airport hotel. Sick. There was a meeting of regional managers here yesterday, followed by some couple's 65th anniversary in the evening. They left a few balloons behind. Worn, plush stacking chairs are set on either side of the lacquered oak tables. In one corner there are wine glasses and a metal pitcher of water, alongside a stainless steel urn for coffee. Interesting choice. Ghosts don't need coffee. One particularly nervous ghost is holding a cup anyways. You know what? Valid. That's a me vibe. Like, I gotta have like a cup of water or something in my hands at all fucking times. Like, it's an anxiety thing. It's fine. Some habits never die. True. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Oh, look at this little goopy nervous fuck. A ghost. Oh god. Sorry. Of course you're a ghost. Well, or... I'm still not used to this whole being dead thing. I mean, I'm not used to it either. Like, fuck. Nothing prepares you for this life. Except, this isn't life. A post-life. I feel so... lost. When I used to have anxiety attacks, I'd focus on my breathing, listen to my heart beating. Now I can't breathe. I don't even have blood. What does that mean? Just take it one step at a time. Like, steps. Yeah. That's a good one. It took me forever to just learn how to walk on solid ground. When I first woke up, after I died, I fell right through my coffin. Through my own body. Down, down, down. Into the bedrock. It was so dark. That sounds awful, and also doing your voice is kind of making me dizzy. Jesus fuck. It was. I'll never forget the confusion. The helplessness. Seized up. That stopped me from falling. It was like my whole body became corporeal. Not flesh. Just like... how, you know, if you concentrate, you can pick up objects? Like that. Except I was the object, and the earth was holding me. So quiet there, stuck in solid rock. How long were you down there? It's hard to say. I didn't know much at that point. I didn't even know I died, let alone what was happening, where I was. The bell rings. Oh. That was just the bell. Phew. Thank you for listening. I guess we'll talk more in a bit. Hopefully the other ghosts are as nice as you. It's my anxiety demon. Who put that bitch in this game? Another ghost appears. Bro, who's this edgelord? Well, look what we have here. Yeah, see. Look what we have here. I think the first one was better. The ghost voice creaks like ancient wood. Alright, so we gotta do rough voice. Name's Spooky Peter. He tips his hat. Dust spills off the brim. How do you do? I do okay. I'd wager otherwise. Like maybe you're scared. Like maybe you've seen a ghost. He's getting a southern something, like, I don't know. He's a cowboy baby, okay? Spooky Peter laughs. Or coughs. It's hard to tell. You're definitely spooky. Thank you for saying so. I've been doing this a while. My record of hauntings goes back long as the door. Since the Black Death took me in 65. 1665. Okay, so the accent don't fit for that kind of time range, but you know what? Fuck it. The plague was earlier. Seen a lot then. Yeah, we're not gonna question on the details, okay? Like, yeah, that's fine. History had happened. Wars. Revolutions. Mostly I read about these things. Mostly I keep to my own. Poking and scaring. Got it pretty good at it. Even been in books. Not always by name, mind you. Can tell when it's me. Top hat. The fear. All hot and sick. Nobody spooks him like Spooky Peter. You the devil? Just one of his helpers. You could be too. There's something in your eyes. Potential. You want to teach me your spooky ways? I am curious. You've got my curiosity. Maybe I can learn a thing or two now. Not saying that I'm gonna fucking use it, but you know. Now. Spooky Peter doesn't just teach anybody. Rock has potential. Before you throw it in through a window. What makes you any better? I turn milk into worms? Excuse me? Make unplugged stereos blast music. I can pull my face off. You know what? We're gonna blast some music. You saw that in the pictures. These new conveniences. Stereos and microwave ovens. They're fun to play with. They can be explained. Bad wire and faulty tubes. However, you already spooked someone. A microwave turn on will get them good. How's that for a lesson? Man, it's pretty basic. Hey now. Gotta start somewhere. If a legendary spooking is what you're after, and Spooky Peter's gonna take you under his wing, so to speak, you'll need a solid foundation. How about knowing your audience? A good spooking is in the details. The bell rings. The bell means we move on. Guess I'll be seeing you when I come back around. Thick layer of dust now covers the table. Disgusting. Another ghost appears. Who is this? A lone shark. Are we across the table from a motherfucking lone shark?
Hey, make some money?
Excuse me?
Do you? Want to? Make some money. Dollar bills. Cashola. You know the stuff.
Understand what money is.
Good. And you understand why I want more. Bro, you're dead.
Ghosts even need money?
Technically, no. We don't buy things. Money buys something else now. Favors with breathers. Influence. Information. The living always want the money. The living buy plenty. Name's Leon, by the way.
Leon the lone shark.
Aight. Rob banks. Don't judge.
You rob banks?
Banks. Financial institutions. Cash condos. You know the joints.
I know what banks are, bro.
Good. You pass the test then.
You meet my impossibly high requirements. Motherfucker, the sarcasm right now needs to be toned down a lot. A ghost who knows what a bank is. Let's do this. The problem with robbing banks? We'll see the robbers. But you can't see a ghosty. We can walk right in and float that money right on out. Genius, right? It's the perfect crime. I can't believe I'm humoring you. You know it'll be a good time. We might get the money out of it. And what are the consequences? Are the cops gonna arrest the ghost? No. No, they are not. I'm still not convinced. When you signed up for this, what were you looking for? A spooky book club? A napping partner? Me? I want excitement. What's more exciting than robbing a bank? As a ghost. Who else can offer that kind of fun? Nobody but Leon. I'm not really interested. Then we're done here. Deuces. The bell rings. That was weird. Truly. The second round begins. The other ghosts. Holy, were they awful. Leon's just a creep. True. And Spooky Peter. That name is earned. Oof. Also, I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Kyo. Sorry. Do you know what? No need to be sorry. No need. Sure. I'm still sorry, though. My anxiety gets the best of me. And social situations are tough. This one especially. I mean, Spooky Peter's been around. I think he's actually just dust. My rule: never trust anyone who wears a hat. That's such a weird rule. The stuff he said to me. The hairs behind your neck know me. It's best to hide in the corner of their eye. He's what I was afraid of as a kid. He said he's been in books. I believe it. The man's almost theatrical. Reminds me of a character actor playing the devil on stage. Totally see it. I'm not a confident person, but I'm really, really wrong. You should stay away from him. Your speed dates are going well then. At best, dating ghosts is frustrating. Everyone asks the same things. How did you die? What was your life like? If we were alive, the questions would be like, what kind of food do you like? What's your favorite movie? Dying doesn't make people more interesting. It's Videodrome, by the way. What kind of fucking name is Videodrome? My favorite movie, I mean. How did you die? Oh, please. Oh, right. They just mentioned that they don't like that kind of small talk. Fuck. Not you two. I'll give you the short version. I was in film studies, working my way towards a PhD. In debt, always pretty sad. I had good friends though. I was always studying. One weekend they convinced me not to study. They said we should go to the lake instead. I couldn't swim. I never learned. You see where this is going? Oh no. Baby, did they push you and did your ass drown? I drowned. Everything went black and quiet. I woke up dead in a fancy wooden box. Under 6 feet of dirt. That's when I fell deeper. Like I told you before. I hate thinking about it. Why do I always dwell on the bad stuff? Well, you are dead. The ultimate downer. I promise I can be fun. What should we do after this? Go see a movie? Was one of the options we could go swimming? God damn it. I do love movies, but that's not a great first date. Sitting quietly in the dark. Before we watch a movie, I need to get to know you better. Be sure you're watch a movie with me material. I mean, valid. Art gallery or carnival? I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards gallery personally. Carny can be fun, but like, a little much. God damn it. Art galleries depress me. Half the art is super sad. And all of it's better than anything I could do. Which just reminds me I wasted my life. So I'm gonna say no to art. Tell you what, I'll come up with something. Something a little different? Hopefully. That sounds good. Yay! I can't wait to do something with you. That isn't talking to myself. Sorry. I hope that doesn't mean that we, like, locked them in. Did we actually get their name? Like, Videodrome does not sound like... Sounds like a video game. Or movie, or whatever. Bell rings. See you after we're done. My spooky protege returns. What knowledge do you seek, protege?
Want to know it all.
In time. A truly spooky ghost requires one thing. One thing above all else. Patience. So what spooks Spooky Peter? Not much. Though I will say, I ain't so fond of beasts. What kind of beasts? Domesticates. Hounds. Felines. Scared of cats? Spooky folk like me rely on a certain coveredness. Can't just be all clanging about, announcing myself. That's not so spooky. Cats? They can sense Spooky Peter. They know I'm there. If I hide in the closet, they'll scritch and scratch at the door, start yowling, even run around in the dark. To wake the owners, I wager. If it's trouble, let me tell you, a real impediment. Spooky Peter wheezes. Something's rattling around in there. Are you okay? Hey, the rattle won't know mine. I died with it. It stays with me. You ever been to the mirror world? The fuck's that? Place beyond this, but the same as this. You've seen it, but I was looking in. Fuck does that mean? The bell rings. Fancy another lesson? Come on by with the edge of things. I'll show you around the other side. Yeah, I'd kind of like that actually. Like, that become a curiosity. Maybe you think you'll like it. Seeing it's another thing entirely. Some things even spook Spooky Peter. I need to ask you a few questions about Leon. Did Leon mention anything about robbing a bank? Yeah. I knew it. He said some weird things. Like, when he signed up. Things like, anyone got any lockpicking experience? Thought he was joking. Didn't get the joke. That's normal for me. Did he try to recruit you? Yeah. Saw the way he reacted during your turn. He left before we could speak. He had some fucking nerve, bro. He sure did. Trying to recruit bank robbers at a ghost speed dating event. My ghost speed dating events. I'm sorry about this. I appreciate your time. I hope the rest of your dates are more stand up than stick up. That was a joke. You know. Oh. Well, thank you again for participating in this. Ghosts like you make it all worthwhile. Listen, she's punning upon Master, like, come on. Baby girl, I'm picking up what you're putting down. The bell rings. It's time to choose your date. It's safe to say Leon's out of the running. Yeah. At least this time around. Maybe next time we'll fall for his schemes, but like, you know. Wait, he's still a fucking option regardless? Okay. I need... Oh, that's right. They said their name was Kyo. Okay. I wanna see what's up with Spooky Peter. Like, he's a vibe. You arrive for your date with Spooky Peter. A hall of mirrors at a roadside carnival. Oh, so we went to the carnival anyways. Sick. A clown's face, all smiles and menace, watches over the entrance. I already don't like that. Sick. Welcome to my home. Inside are twisted corridors lined with mirrors. Only a slight reflection, it's especially disorienting to navigate these halls. Spooky Peter leads you to a specific mirror, taller than the others. The mirror's face is concave, as if to pull in everything around it. We're going into this mirror. You know, let's go. Fucking full ass in. Together, you step inside the mirror. Welcome to the mirror world, or as it's known here, death. That's the mirror world spelled backwards. Thank you. Yes, I totally didn't get that. Nope. Do you see there green? That's what happens when an image reflects itself. It takes on air green. The more times a reflection is reflected, the greener it becomes. Just like this. It's pretty green. There's actually a science behind that. Science has no bearing here. In the mirror world, the physical laws are upended. Am I really here? Or am I over here? Or am I over here? Perhaps it is all of the above. Or am I even nowhere at all? That's amazing. Thought you might be impressed. I practiced these skills for ages. Centuries. Not easy being green. Now come with me. The spooking hour approaches. That's 3 a.m. in case you're wondering. Why 3 a.m.? I mean, that is the hour where, like... Is it 3 or 5 a.m. that the skies get green in Animal Crossing? I don't remember. It's been a while. Only witches and sins are awake at 3. Listen. Don't fucking insult my night owl ass like that. And fuck you. We seek neither. In a way, we are both. Okay. Together, you and Spooky Peter fly through the void, passing countless mirrors in reverse, each peering into a life still being lived. Each mirror in the living world is actually a door, staring into one long enough in the dark, or saying a spirit's name 3 times. That's like knocking. After a short trip through the oblivion, you arrive at a particularly decorative mirror. A splendid haunt. Spooky Peter leads you through the mirror glass into a long hallway lined with bricks on one side. There's still boxes in the hall. The mirror you step through is propped up against the wall. At the far end is a massive kitchen with original marble tile that does well to hide its age. All was sleeping. Let's get to spookin'. Spooky Peter leads you through the closed bedroom door, where the man in his 20s is sound asleep on a mattress. He is snoring loudly. Spooky Peter floats to one shadowy corner by the open window, then motions for you to do the same. Curtain flaps over Peter's shadowy visage. He stands silently, hat bent slightly forward. He's just standing there. We flicker the lights? Patience, protege. The aim is to be a presence, not a nuisance. Spooky Peter stands motionless for several minutes. Wait, no. 40 minutes. 40 minutes of doing nothing but standing there. Finally, he moves away from the corner. Watch, protege, as I tighten the knob. Spooky Peter sinks into the hardwood floor. Yeah, just 40 minutes, just casually standing there staring. Not a weirdo at all. Just watching a man sleep. It's like, you know, just sleeping section on fucking Twitch, you know? We are all Spooky Pete. The old wood lets out a loud creak, 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 as steady as a pulse. Paul is still snoring. Peter moves into the ceiling and starts to scratch. Scritch, scritch, scritch. Like raspy breaths. Paul is still snoring. Paul is dead to the world. Paul does not hear a fucking thing. Make sure he's deep in the cycle for maximum scare factor. True. You gotta really startle him out of the sleep and like get that adrenaline flowing, you know? Peter's starting to look annoyed. He floats over to Paul and peeks in his ear. Some sort of orange foam obstructs his ear canal, preventing him from hearing us. Again, I'm thwarted by the progress of man. It's fucking pointless. This is plenty. If you spook them right, they won't even know it. They'll just feel it vaguely. Make them look behind them. Run up the basement stairs. Anything would be more vulgar. Anything more would be irresponsible. You still have much to learn. Another day, perhaps. Spooky Peter leads you back to the hallway mirror. Back through the weird mirror world of his. Fractal rim on the dull side of the train. What he said. Eventually you reach the mirror that leads back to where you came in. Well, this is me. Thank you for your company. This was weird. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Before we return to the physical world, I should warn you. Time behaves differently in the mirror world. It may have felt like hours was in fact years. A decade has passed since we began this date. I speak in jest. Barely been the length of a talkie. A look of fear on your face. Spooky Peter has spooked you good. He tips his hat to say goodbye. More dust falls off the brim. Guess I'll be seeing you. The breeze picks up and the rest of them blows away. Sorry about this one. Excuse me. What a Chad. What is... You know what? No, let's read up on Spooky Peter real quick. He's a spirit of malice, 1631 to 1665, died to the bubonic plague, which explains the rattle. Spooky Peter isn't his real name. It's one he was given by an author of famous, totally true ghost stories. Having been dead for some 4 centuries now, Spooky Peter is the oldest ghost at speed dating by a mile. In life, he worked as a doctor, notably treating victims during the last significant outbreaks of the plague in London. The disease would ultimately claim him. It makes sense that he's got the, you know, plague doctor vibe going on. What a weird, interesting little game.